Sports. It's going to be Ireland next, up against Great Britain. We just witnessed Argentina defeating France by 21 points to 7. So France winning 1, losing 1. And we now have Ireland against Great Britain. Great Britain, of course, losing their first pool game against the Blitzboks. Not a game you'd want to have first up, unfortunately, for Great Britain. Showing heart, but then just not having enough to follow through. The Blitzboks were just intense. Can they pick up a victory here against Ireland? The Irish showing some promise last weekend in Dubai. It's going to be an interesting one. Who will we see in the playoffs? Can South Africa break their 8-year drought in the Sevens tournament in Cape Town and go on in the playoffs and show us, make South Africa proud? The crowd most certainly out in their numbers, so wouldn't it be wonderful to cap off this December with a South African victory here at home in Cape Town? Of course, if you haven't already heard, if you can, open up account on BOYLESPORTS, put a minimum down of 20 Rand, bet on any of these Sevens games or any of the Challenge Cup or any of the Champions Cup games, and you stand a chance to win tickets to the URC game not next weekend, the 23rd of December, the Stormers hosting the Bulls in Cape Town at the DHL Stadium. But up next, in Pool A, of course, Ireland up against Great Britain. An all-European affair here. Big name for Ireland, of course, Jordan Conroy, definitely the man to watch out for. A mean set of wheels on that young gentleman. But it's going to take more than one individual player. Everybody's got to play in sync. And for Great Britain, they'll be looking to bounce back from their loss against the Blitzboks. Ireland, of course, beating the USA, so they're on track. They won that game 31 points to 0. So not so promising from the USA. They, of course, will be up next against the Blitzboks. Makes me proud to be able to call that one. So if you know of any of your friends and family who perhaps enjoy the game of rugby, keep in mind Sevens a lot more fast-paced, shorter duration. Share that link. Go on the Forever Sports page and share it with everyone that you can. At 12 minutes past 2, we'll be live for that one. Or it will be a little bit after 12 minutes past 2. Let's say it's 16 minutes past 2 upon the conclusion of this match. But we're underway here. It's Great Britain from right to left. We'll kick off deep. Ireland with the unforced error, not gathering the ball cleanly and giving the Great Britain an opportunity with the line out inside Irish territory on this right-hand touchline between the 10-meter mark and 22 of Ireland. Will it be a clean set play here for Great Britain? Again, as I mentioned, showing promise against the Blitzboks. But the champions of Dubai just showing their permanent class, shutting that game out by 19 points to 5. But here come Great Britain. It's a clean line out, and they have possession. The tackle is missed. Deep into the 22, go Great Britain now, looking to put their foot on the pedal. And Ireland somehow have managed to rescue that ball back into their own possession, and they come away with it. Is there an opportunity here? We mentioned the name Conroy. Just put the boot to ball, but couldn't get it. Great Britain managed to regather. They have to play from their own half now, though. It's all action here. But some wonderful vision from Conroy there, putting the boot to ball in behind the defense. Ireland do have the penalty here. on this 15-meter mark of touch on this left-hand touch line. Time is off for the moment. There's some attention to one of the Great Britain players. Alex Davis just down there for the moment. The referee checking in with him. The intensity is definitely there from both sides. But somehow Ireland managed to rescue that ball from deep inside their own 22. And as a result, find themselves 55 meters upfield with a penalty. What's the decision here? It seems for all money they're going tap and go. Just over 5 minutes to play. And in fact, time will be back on now. As we mentioned, the crowd in their festive state of mind. It's December in Cape Town. But it's December everywhere, but the festivities are represented in the crowd at the moment. And Ireland don't take the quick tap. It's going to be a line-out kick, which they put out on Great Britain's 22 with their attacking platform here. Ireland get clean ball, playing from left to right, letting the ball do the work, but then coming back down this left-hand side. We do see that quite often in the Sevens game, trying to exploit the space that the defense might not be there in time. But here come Ireland via Conroy down this right-hand touchline, but a wonderful try-saving tackle there. I think it was the man who was down injured a little bit earlier on for Great Britain, Alex Davis. But you saw the speed off the mark there from that man, Jordan Conroy. He saw the white line. But a wonderful defensive effort there. The touchline is the winner, and Great Britain on their own 5-meter mark have a line out. And it's clean ball. They'll have to play from deep though. Head down there from one of the attacking players of Great Britain, and here they come towards this left-hand side. You'll notice in the Sevens game, a lot of the defense will be tackling the ball as well, so you can prevent the offload from happening. And on that occasion, just a loose pass there from the base of the ruck. Almost picked up, but just a fumble there, so knock on. Playing from deep, Great Britain. And Ireland centre field have a 3-on-3 scrum. Pretty much one of the most ideal places if you could have an attacking scrum. What can Ireland do? The scores still level at 0-0. They go down this right-hand side. Is there space here? Another wonderful defensive effort. But Great Britain not releasing the tackled player. So wonderful defense. Is there an opportunity for Ireland? It looks like momentum has taken him over. It's a try, says the referee. It's Harry McNulty for Ireland. And it almost seemed like the defender was slinging him forward instead of backwards. The momentum then took him over just enough to get over the white chalk there. He's most certainly excited, and Ireland do get the first score. The conversion 5 meters out is successful. 1.5 minutes, just over 1.5 minutes to play in this first half. And we have our first score in this game. Ireland taking the lead by 7 points to 0. Of course, once you score, you'll take the restart. And that's exactly what Ireland do. They make it contestable, but wonderful work in the air there from Great Britain. And they play from left to right now. Who's got a bit of magic here for GBR? Team Great Britain. Here they go. They're still on their own 10-meter mark. In possession. And the referee on the spot says, "You're holding on, young man." And Ireland just seemed to have that edge in this first half. 7 points to 0. Ireland still lead. Zach Ward, I think it was, legally over the ball. And the referee calling it. Ireland are going to put this ball into touch. And we're going inside the 22 of Team GB here on this left-hand touchline with Ireland to feed. This should be pretty much the final play of the first half. Remember, we look forward to the second half, but then, of course, the blitz box up against the USA after this. I'm sure that's what the crowd also can't wait to see. But for the moment, Ireland with the last play, it's Conroy. Stop-start there from Jordan Conroy trying to fool the defense. And we're 5 meters out, playing from right to left. Ireland. Is there space here? It's McNulty again. Is it? It's try time. Ireland in again. And it is, in fact, a brace for Harry McNulty. Didn't need the men outside him. And Ireland go 2 scores up. That'll be a wrap for the first half. We just wait for the conversion. But Ireland, for the moment, sending Team GB packing. Possession, of course, everything. And Ireland doing something with the possession. Incredible stuff here from Ireland. The conversion with the drop kick sailing, but it's wide. And that's half time here in Cape Town. 12 points to 0. Ireland are up against Team GB. So Great Britain have it all to do in the second half, suffering that loss against the blitz box. Can ill afford another loss for Ireland, showing their class, showing their improvement in the 7-man game. We saw it last weekend in Dubai, but continuing where they left off. Don't be sleeping on Ireland, of course, they're saying. South Africa, of course, will have to play Ireland later on today. But we await the second half. The first or the halftime break is 2 minutes. Get your refreshments. And once again, as I mentioned, if you know of anybody who enjoys a quick game of rugby, share the link on Forever Sports. It's there. South Africa against the USA. Of course, later on, we have Stevie P up in the Champions Cup with the Bulls and Saracens. Kel will be up with Zebra against the Cheetahs. So it's all action. If you prefer the 15-man game, we've got something for you. But if you love the sevens quick version, quick fire here in Cape Town, we got that live for you as well. Share that link with your friends and family alike. For the moment, Ireland lead by 12 to 0. And we're just about under 10 minutes to go for that all-important second pool game for the blitz box up against the USA. For South Africa winning their first game, the USA losing to Ireland. But both sides, I'm sure, will still be desperate. And from the kickoff, Ireland right to left. Get the restart in the second half. Precious possession going down this right-hand side. And our 5 meters out. Team GB desperate here. And legally over the ball, the referee says penalty to Great Britain. And a deep, deep sigh of relief. They could ill afford a third try so early on in the second half. And with the penalty, decide to put it into touch with just about on the 22 of Great Britain territory here. Ireland looking strong, but for the moment Team GB coming away with the steal legally, says the referee. The line out is taken. It's clean ball. But he can't find his support there. The attacking player of Great Britain. And the one-on-one defense has so far been sound from the Irish. Team GB playing from deep. Do they have someone with a set of wheels here? Still in possession, working their way up, just over their 22. Right to left, go Team GB. Fitness levels incredible of these players. In this fine weather, the intensity, you've got to be fit, and these players are up to standard. The defense is up to standard as well for the moment. Great Britain almost up to their 10-meter mark, but it's heating away at the clock. Still trailing 12-0. And away come Ireland. Here's a try. Out of the blue, the ball pops loose. It's going to be try number 3. So that's what defensive pressure can do. It can translate into a mistake. And it's Terry Kennedy who puts it under the sticks for Ireland. And they go up 17 points to 0. It's just that little bit of extra intensity, sharpness around the base there. Just for a split millisecond, Great Britain not allowing themselves to stay focused. Ireland capitalizing, and Terry Kennedy gets try number 3. The conversion is good, and all of a sudden, it's a mountain to climb for Great Britain at 19 points to 0. Just over 3.5 minutes to play. Ireland to kick off, and Great Britain do in fact gather the restart. Looking for space here, almost up to halfway. They're going to have to score soon. 3 converted tries will do it without any answer for Team GB. But for the moment, Ireland making their tackles one-on-one, not backing down, and the ball knocked on there. Looking for the offload, the attacking player of Great Britain. But Ireland forcing with pressure the knock on, and it will be a scrum to Ireland just on this 5-meter mark of touch, on this right-hand touch line, just inside their own 10-meter mark. Ireland in the driver's seats. They know they can slow it down a little bit. For Great Britain, it's desperation stuff. Here in Cape Town. Just over 2.5 minutes to play. You look away, time almost seems an illusion because you look again. Time is almost up in the second half. Is there enough time for a comeback? We've seen stranger things, but you've got to have the willingness to get that ball back, in an unforced error from Ireland there, under absolutely no pressure, playing from right to left from the scrum. And I think it was Gavin Mullen there, or Shay Mullins, should I say, just taking his eyes off the ball, knocking it on, and Great Britain will in fact have a scrum on the 22 of Ireland on this 15-meter mark of touch. It's all action here in Cape Town. Of course, we look forward to the Blitz box next against the USA, knowing full well another victory will put them in a position to qualify for that playoff. And Team GB now 3 meters out from the scrum, playing under advantage. Is there an opportunity here? Surely now they've got to go wide. And that's just what they do. It's try time for Great Britain. They're playing under advantage. Bavadra there with the lovely blonde hairdo finishes off the try in this left-hand corner, letting the ball do the work. A little chink before he scored, but he knew he had it. Put the ball down for a 5-pointer. The conversion is successful. Wonderful drop kick there. But a wonderful try there from Bavadra for Great Britain. But they're going to need something fast. And here he comes. Ball in hand. 19 points to 7. Great Britain still trail, but in possession. Gathering the restart. They need to score now. And then gather the restart, of course. It's possible. Yes, Bavadra again. Finding the offload. Took 2 men to bring him down. Great Britain, 40 seconds to play. The referee calls a penalty there. An infringement from Ireland at the ruck. Is there an opportunity here? We're into the 22 centre field. It's another penalty. Great Britain have got to go now. It's still 19 points to 7. Have Ireland done just enough? The clock is ticking. Yeah, they shift it right. Or left, should I say. With centre field. Great Britain. 3 meters out. Time up on the clock. Ireland surely have done just enough. But it's not all over. It's try time. The referee says he's going to go upstairs to have a look. But that is normal time up, folks. So no way back here for Great Britain. Ireland up by 19 points to 7. We're going to check in with the TMO. It seems that he's got it there. It's try time. That is a try. It's 19 points to 12. The conversion is good. But that's a wrap here. From this match, Ireland victorious by 19 points to 7. Wonderful scenes here for Ireland. Almost allowing Great Britain there through the back door, but holding on and winning this game, folks. Thank you for tuning in here at Forever Sports. Remember, we're live for every single game of this Sevens tournament in Cape Town. The next one, of course, South Africa, USA.